No company is immune from the impact of the recession, not even the one-time darling of Wall Street, Starbucks.
After 37 years of growth, Starbucks is struggling to put the mo back in its Joe.
The #1 threat facing America, Starbucks.
Going for a cup of coffee and they want you to buy a sandwich and a book and a DVD.
In a memo to his top executives, Howard Schultz admitted changes have led to a dilution of the experience and a loss of the romance and theater of Starbucks, opening the door to competitors. This must be eradicated.
Yesterday, it was concluded that I would be coming back as Chief Executive Officer. I can see the light. I know what we have to do. We have to show up. We have to do the work. And what doing the work means is that we have to find answers to tough problems. I apologize if anyone in this room feels that we have fractured the culture and values of the company by what has happened over the last few weeks. It's a decision that we had to make. Together, we have to turn this page. We have to go forward. We want to go back to what we really stand for, and we want to provide our customers and our people a sense of pride and confidence in the authenticity of the Starbucks experience.
We have a lot of work to do, but our research tells us we're making real progress on every measure of customer satisfaction.
There'll be more stores in the next year that'll be very, very different, but much more exciting and obviously much more relevant than the stores we built 10 years ago. Starbucks' best days, I truly believe, are in front of us. We have some of the finest people in the world serving our coffee in our stores. We are ethically sourcing the highest quality coffee in the world. I know that to be true. We have built one of the most recognized and respected brands in the world. And I believe sincerely in the future of our company because I believe in all of you. As I began to visit stores and taste the coffee and understand how we were making the perfect shot of espresso or steaming milk, I was really depressed that we had completely lost the art and love and romance of coffee. And so I did something that was really unorthodox, and I don't think that any other national retailer had ever done it before. And I announced that we were going to close all our stores throughout North America, 11,000 stores, for retraining. I knew we could not transform the company if we didn't go back to the core of really why we existed in terms of coffee. After we did that, I think we began to demonstrate our love and commitment to making the perfect cup of coffee for our customers. But the economy was still raging havoc across the country. So we decided to do something, again, that was highly unorthodox. And that was the most important person in the entire company is the store manager. And the question I asked myself is, how can we get 11,000 store managers in one place so we can talk specifically about the situation and their role and responsibility in helping to turn it around? It was $32.5 million to have this meeting. Travel, food, logistics. Now, I was now in front of 11,000 people, and I realized if we were going to spend this much money, this was the moment that we had to convey what was really going on and what we needed from them. I had to ask for something specific. And I asked the question about what it means not to be a bystander. And I said, you know, there's thousands of customers that come through our stores every day, and it's no longer enough to do 9 out of 10 things well or 8 out of 10 things well. In fact, if one thing goes wrong, we cannot afford this point and never again to allow a sea of mediocrity to enter the doors of Starbucks. We've now retrained all of you and 115,000 people, and we have to absolutely not be a bystander. And if you see something that's inconsistent with the quality of this company, its heritage, its tradition, and our collective responsibility, and you ignore it and you become a bystander, then you are now part of the problem. It's not about 17,000 stores. It's about one store, one extraordinary cup of coffee, and the ability of you and your people to exceed the expectations of the customer. And if we do that thousands of times every single day, we will be in a position to turn the company around. First off, we came out of New Orleans on fire. And it was the first time where I really felt, I wouldn't say the wind at our back, but a little bit of breeze, that people are starting to believe and get it. The innovation that came, coupled with the renewed level of commitment and passion, began to, I think, create a sea change in the company.